We are leading the way with coverage of that partial building collapse yesterday afternoon that injured 3 construction workers, left a 4th person missing in downtown Cincinnati.
Those search efforts have been ongoing throughout the morning. We are waiting right now word either from the city and the chief on this search for this missing worker, but we know this has been ongoing. Right now we want to check in with Andrew Setters, who's been on scene watching this throughout the morning.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of rescue crews come and go from this scene throughout the early morning and overnight hours. Crews from as far away as Columbus pitching in, helping out, doing what they can to search up there high over 4th Street, this area where there's partial building collapse happened. This happened as they were pouring concrete yesterday. And while 3 people were injured and they were recovered from the scene, there is 1 person who is unaccounted for, and the concrete that was poured has been hardening. And we have heard seen crews working away with jackhammers here high above 4th Street. We are waiting for an update from the Cincinnati Fire Chief Roy Winston, who is expected to come here and speak to the media in just a short period of time to give us an update on this. We expect this is going to be a long-term process for them to go through the effort to try to find this missing person here. We're going to sit it back into you, and we'll be back here to the scene here in just a few moments as the chief begins to speak. Reporting live, Andrew Setters, WLWT News 5.
And Andrew, if we can keep you for just 1 second before you go get set up. Obviously, a lot of folks are heading into work at this hour. These roads are closed off, but are you seeing more people start to come take a look at just what unfolded yesterday?
Yeah, we are. We've seen a lot of foot traffic here on 4th Street. Of course, there's no vehicular traffic because 4th Street is closed. This building sits between Race and Elm. We're actually at 4th and Elm is the area where this partial collapse happened here, but Elm Street is closed. 4th Street is closed. There's been some foot traffic, but I'm sure this is difficult for people to get around here through the downtown area. This is a busy part of downtown here.
Andrew Setters there has been reporting for us through the morning. We're going to let him
Chief, we'll have you come step
get
right up here,
set
if you
up.
don't mind.
He's talking with the chief right now. It looks like we're about to hear more information on what took place.
Right. We want to get those details right now. Let's listen in.
You good? Chief, what can you tell us?
Good morning. We just wanted to give a brief update to some of the things that have been going on primarily overnight. We're about 18 hours, if you will, into our incident at this time. We activated the emergency response plan for Ohio. So we had Butler County, Hamilton County, USAR, along with Columbus USAR. They worked extensively, primarily using hand tools, basic hand tools at that point, but we've still been unable to locate the missing person. One of the things we've done this morning, though, is we've worked with the structural engineers to devise a plan. We're going to bring in some heavier equipment at this point, primarily trying to maintain the safety. We had to make sure that the building was stable enough, structurally sound enough in order to bring in that heavy equipment. But the consensus is that we can bring in some of that, hopefully allowing us to cover a larger area at the same time, allowing our companies to work safely in that environment. We appreciate all the assistance that we received from some of the outside agencies at this point. Turner's going to bring in some additional workers to help offload some of that concrete material. We know we got weather coming in later this evening, early in the morning, so we're trying to do some things that'll make the building a little more safe in the process as we continue to search for a missing person.
Chief, talk about the conditions up there. What are you guys dealing with?
Just a lot of concrete, and unfortunately, once it's set up, it just became more difficult to deal with. We primarily used, basic hand tools, jackhammers, and so forth, in order not to create a lot of mess or debris, extra debris. But now we feel that we need to move into a different phase where we can bring in some additional equipment.
How long do you think this will take to get through all of that?
That we don't know. I mean, we're optimistically hoping that it's sooner rather than later, but at this point, that's really unknown.
And Chief, is this a rescue or is this a recovery?
We're focusing more on a recovery effort at this point.
Chief, when you have, we're expected to have 50-mile winds coming in tomorrow. Is the crane on top of the collapse any kind of concern?
I mean, it's always a concern, but normally those items will be stabilized. The company will make sure that they're stabilized. Even some of the debris that's hanging over, part of the plan is to begin to remove some of that so it doesn't become a hazard to those that are below. Same thing with the cranes. They'll make sure that those are stabilized given the upcoming winds.
And Chief, we move it?
No, it'll stay in place.
Okay, we saw canines
heard
searching.
throughout the night the jackhammering and then sounding like they were moving things. What exactly were they doing up there?
It was pretty much just jackhammering concrete, cutting rebar, a lot of metal, a lot of twisted metal, wood, just moving all that debris out of there. I mean, they did a tremendous amount of work, but they did it primarily with more basic hand tools so as not to disrupt, the area. But that's probably what you heard all night.
Chief, you mentioned, I believe it was you yesterday, that 420 cubic yards of cement was being poured. Can you speak any more by chance about the mechanics of the operation before the collapse?
At this time, that part's still under investigation. Like I said, we gave you the amount, and that was the amount. But all we know at this point was that the collapse occurred, went kind of like south to north, and then all of that concrete came back south, if you will, once the weight of it shifted, and it created that hole, and that collapse zone that we see up there.
The person is presumed to be.
Quite possibly, yes.
How big of an area are we talking about here, Chief? Just visually.
We say about 200 by maybe 40 feet.
So this is a large area.
Yes.
And you've got to go through pieces. Any idea in that field of concrete where you need to be searching?
Well,
or
we
are you
had
searching
the
through the whole thing?
We had the dogs here, and so we're using that resource as really our starting point, and that's where our focal point has been at this point. And now we're just beginning to work outside of that area, but it is a very large area that we're focusing on.
And it's got to be difficult for the family of this man who's missing. Have you been in touch with them?
Yes, our staff has been assisting them through this. I mean, it's, I'm sure, a tremendously trying time for the family. But yes, we've been trying to provide them whatever comfort that we can.
And probably letting them know that this is going to continue until you have an answer for them.
Yes, yes.
All right,
So the
Chief.
cement is being poured on the 6th floor, and that led that floor.
It was actually their 7th floor, what they consider their 7th floor.
And the man who's presumed to be dead, do you know where he was standing at the time of the collapse?
He was on the 5th floor.
So right below.
No, there were actually people working on 6, but I think they fell into 6. He was actually on 6 as well, but yeah, he was a floor below them.
Below the board.
Yes, below the pour. So he was on 6 is where he would have been.
Were you able to make a dent at all in terms of the concrete kind of sifting through it and being able to use or using the hand tools so we can get an estimate of how long this could kind of take?
Yeah. Naturally, we hoped that we would, have located the person at this point. But at the same time, we're still just it's a methodical process.
Yeah.
Is really the best way I can explain it. It just takes time. Hopefully, as we bring in a little bit of heavier equipment, it'll speed up that process and we'll cover a larger area.
There's a lot of folks who live in this area right next to it. Should they be concerned about the building?
We've talked to the experts, which are our structural engineers, but they, seem to be fine with moving in with some of that heavy equipment. So we're going to trust their judgment at this point.
All
Are you
right, Chief.
releasing
Chief
the
wants to
name
thank you.
at
Yeah,
this
thank you.
time?
Pardon?
Are you releasing the name?
No, sir. No.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, that's if you're still with us here, that's Chief Roy Winston just giving us an update here at the corner of 4th and Elm about their search and recovery operation that is going on now. They're going to be bringing in some heavier equipment that's going to allow them to make a better, faster progress through the very large field of concrete that's now hardened that they were pouring yesterday when this accident occurred, so that they could attempt to recover the missing construction worker. We'll send it back inside to you.
All right, Andrew, yeah, thank you for covering that. Let's go back to this scene 18 hours prior to all of this happening. Around 1 p.m. yesterday, this happened downtown. This building collapsed. One person still missing. 3 people were injured. They were taken to the hospital. Now, we know that one person was released with minor injuries. 2 of those individuals still have serious injuries. Now, remember, this was in the height of the day. 1 p.m., a lot of individuals walking around downtown, a lot of folks going back to work from lunch. It is a miracle more did not happen during this type of incident. So like I said, 18 hours from now that update coming from Chief Roy Winston telling us that they're unable to locate this missing man right now.
That is the update everyone is looking for, and he's giving us that because he knows that people have been hearing the hand tools, as he was mentioning, jackhammers and crews going through there with smaller tools overnight, and he wanted to let everyone know they still have not located that missing construction worker, but we do know they're bringing in heavier equipment. What they've been waiting for as well as structural engineers to make make sure that that building is secure enough, is safe enough for them to bring in the heavier equipment for them to continue that search. Dogs at one point had been brought in to try to pinpoint the areas of where they will continue that search, and they are going to do that through the day here. So we wish we had a better update to bring you, wish we had more to bring you, but they are going to continue. So keep in mind as you're maybe in the downtown area to avoid that neighborhood near 4th and Race, 4th and Elm, as they do have some of those roads blocked off. And we'll continue to bring you updates here on WLWT.